Hey everybody, my name is Clara, and today me and my best friend Diana are having a Goodwill shopping day. We just got some amazing breakfast at a local place called La Farm, and I figured that while we were out and about, I would finally give my tips for scoring big, getting some really cute clothes at a thrift shop. So we're gonna go on inside and see what we can find.
My first tip is as soon as you walk into the thrift store, prioritize what is most important for you. Usually for me, that's dresses. So I walked straight over to the section with dresses and then I stayed focused. I went through the whole section without getting distracted by what was around me because as soon as you get distracted, you start to get overwhelmed. I didn't find any dresses today, but in the dress section, I found this gorgeous green coat and a super cute olive romper. Which brings me to my next tip is do not confine yourself and allow yourself to try new things. I have never been able to make a romper work, but I saw this and it looked like it would be the right size, so I figured I'd give it a try. This next tip is super important. Do not spend time on every single item hanging there because you are just going to overload your senses. There's no way you're going to be able to put your eyes on everything in that store. What I do is I just scan, sometimes even with just my eyes. I scan for unique textures, colors, or patterns that I like. If it can catch my eye from among a rack full of clothes, I'm probably going to like it. But often enough, we'll find something we like and it's not in our size. But here's my tip, don't let it stop you. If you find something that is too big, try it on. Often enough, something might just look good in a loose or baggy style. But don't grab something that you know is going to be too small because you're just going to waste your time in the fitting room. Here I find a shirt that was a 2X, which is not my normal size. But when I tried it on, I loved the flowy look. At this point, I honestly don't even know what size I am. I just look at a garment and I try to assess if it looks like it'll fit my body. What's the harm in trying it on? This even works for shoes, at least for me. Usually I wear a size 7.5, but here I find a pair of boots that are an 8.5. They fit great and I really didn't mind the extra room. Another tip that applies to shopping for clothing anytime is to make sure that you are dressed ready. I always wear shoes that are easy to slip on and off so that I can easily try on footwear. I make sure that what I'm wearing can be easily changed out of so that I can be quick and efficient in the fitting rooms. Now, unfortunately, the fitting rooms were closed today, so I was really glad that I wore something I could quickly and easily try clothes on over top of. It probably looked ridiculous, but for some things, I just cannot commit to a purchase until I see what it looks like on my body. So you do what you gotta do. Here's that 2X shirt, and I absolutely loved the fit of this. In fact, it became one of my favorite finds today. I also try to keep in mind what kind of quick fixes these items of clothing may need. For me personally, I don't like to show cleavage, so I knew that I would need to safety pin this blouse or wear something underneath. I'm always trying to think ahead. I don't want to buy anything that's going to be too much work to fix. I am so glad I was willing to try something new because this romper actually fit me so well. It was not too tight around my widest areas. It buttoned up great. And even though I'm really not used to wearing this kind of style, I'm looking forward to figuring it out because this piece was amazing. My next tip is so important. Know your body type and shop for your body type. Know what your widest part is. Know what your smallest part is. I don't try on anything that is supposed to be tight or fitted because it's going to be so hard to find that good fit at a thrift shop. Here, Diana found a dress that was labeled a couple sizes too big for her, but she knew that this was a dress that was going to look good even though it was large, especially since she could cinch up the waist to fit her at her smallest part, and the other parts wouldn't look that bad if they were a little bit loose. Remember, scan, scan, scan. And when I'm scanning through the skirt section, I basically just look down at the hemline. I like to wear my skirts at the knee, so I look for what looks long, and it saves me a lot of time. Something I love about Goodwill shopping are all the random treasures. I found this insanely beautiful beaded clutch purse that I definitely didn't need, but for $2, I figured why not add this to my wardrobe? Usually Goodwill is where I find my wardrobe essentials, so it is so exciting to find a statement piece once in a while. With everything I got at our first store, I only spent 54 bucks.
All right, well, we shopped for an hour, got some great stuff. Now we're on to the next one.
Surprisingly, the second store really didn't have that much for me. I did find a pair of pants in addition to these two tops, but if you don't absolutely love it in the store, don't buy it because you're not going to love it anymore once you get home. For $62 in total, I got a super comfy sweater, this lovely 2X blouse, a more casual blouse, a white blouse, which is super cute, these pair of pants, this romper, which you have seen, the Ralph Lauren puffy jacket. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I found that. And then the green overcoat. And of course, we can't forget the beautiful clutch purse. A few other tips are to get to know your area and your local stores. I often find that in the higher class neighborhoods of my area, I find nicer clothes and more name brand items. Now, name brands are great finds, but random brands can be great too. Another tip, you don't have to keep two-piece sets together. If you find a skirt and a suit jacket that go together in a suit set and you only want the skirt, you can buy just the skirt. Another one, nobody needs to know that that garment has maternity on the label unless you tell them. Another fun tip is that they are constantly restocking all throughout the day. So circle back to the first sections you shopped in right before you check out, and you might find something new. A word about shopping for something specific like a black jacket. You can go in with your item in mind, but understand that it's going to take you a while to find it. It might take you a couple trips, but more than likely you will be able to find it. Now, the bins for me are a free-for-all, and I find them very stressful, but if I'm ever looking for t-shirts, shorts, loungewear, that's when you look in the bins.
Well, we are all done for today. I think we got some really good stuff, and hopefully these tips might help you next time you're out thrift shopping. Bye guys, see you next time.